my name is Joshua Fernandez, and I'm going to go through the FreeCodeCamp algorithm problems. So the first one is basic algorithm scripting Chunky Monkey, or that's not the first one, that's actually the last one, but it's the one that I found the most difficult out of the basic algorithm scriptings is the Chunky Monkey. So we're going to go through this and see if we can solve it. Okay. Let's get rid of this. So we just have the function, and what I like to do is console.log this so that we can check for bugs, and it'll show up in the console our output, I guess. So what do we want to do in this? What is the problem? That is the question. What is the problem? Okay. Write a function that splits an array, first argument, into groups, the length of size, which is the second argument, and returns them as a two-dimensional array. So basically, multiple arrays my bad. Multiple arrays inside an array. Okay, that's what we need to do. So, and okay, so for example, size, right, which is our second argument, is 2. So we take the first two values, we make this construct an array with these values inside the array, and then we can push that array that we created into the end of a new array, which is going to contain the set of arrays. Okay, so let's create a var empty array is equal to empty array. Okay, so we have an empty array, and we can use a for loop. Oh, and also to be more specific about the problem, if let's say we have, so here we have A, B, C, D. Let's assume we have A, B, C, D, and E. So now we have 5 values when our size is 2, which means, well, 2 doesn't go evenly into 5, which means there's going to be 1 left over, right? So we'll use a for loop to iterate through the array. Okay, let's not do, hold on, what did I do? Not brackets. There. Okay, so, let's not, I put let I equal 0. That's not a good idea because, well, I'll show you. So if R if I modulus size is equal to 0, then empty array dot push, and then we can do array dot slice. Okay, so size, or my bad, I minus size, comma size, comma, I. And just, I just want to explain modulus. So modulus is, it's like basically like a mathematical concept. So modulus is just the remaining value between two quotients. So we have, what do we have right now? So we have these two values copied into an array, and that array is pushed into the empty array here. And then we have these two values copied and pasted into an array, and that array is pushed to the end of empty array. So now we have one remaining value, and what we got to do is, all we have to do is use an if statement. At the end, after the for loop, we'll use an if statement to check if there are any remaining values. So we check, are there any remaining values? If there are remaining values, then we'll do the same thing. We'll utilize slice to copy and paste that remaining value into an array, and then push that array into our empty array, okay? So if our modulus size, if r dot, so if r dot length, okay, so r dot length would be, in this case, so r is our array here, r dot length would be 5. So if r dot length 5, so if 5 modulus 2, or my bad, not 2, size not equal to 0, then okay, so if r dot length modulus size not equal to 0, that just checks if there's a remaining value, right? Because if there is no remaining values, then it would just skip this if statement, and then we can just return our empty array, right? Okay, so now we can push, we can do the same thing. So new array, empty array dot push r dot slice, and then we can slice r dot length minus r dot length modulus size, comma, r dot length. Alright. I'm just going to verify to see if this code is correct. I have a little cheat sheet here just to make sure this is right. Let me see. Looks like there's something wrong. There's always, whenever you're programming, there's always going to be bugs. Always going to be mistakes. Oh, okay, I see. So, let's see if this works. Okay, that worked. Okay, cool. Okay, I see what I did wrong. So, when I did my for loop, I set I equal to 0. Do not set I equal to 0, set I equal to 1. Why? Because 0 modulus 0 modulus 2 is going to be equal to 0. So it's gonna initiate the if state the code inside the if statement, which we don't want to do, because we're at index 0, not at index 2, right? So what it's gonna do is it's gonna push it's gonna push just an empty it's gonna push an empty array inside our empty array variable. So we don't want to do that. So yeah, that is the first that is the basic algorithm scripting Chunky Monkey. And my next video, I'll solve the same problem but a different way, because programming, whenever you're programming, there's always multiple ways to solve a problem. And so yeah.